Unser Stellplatz mit direktem Blick aufs Meer.
Our campsite is located directly on the sea on the Giens-Peninsula south of Hyeres. The Tour Fondue Fortress is just a stone's throw away. The campsite is partially arranged in terraces, and we have a wonderful view of the offshore island of Hyeres.
Das ist ja eine Insel da drüben, ne?
But the rocky landscape around us also looks simply sensational in the evening sun. During our walk on the first evening, we see an exposed villa on a rock above the sea. The view from there over the sea must be breathtaking.
Schon herrliche Plätzchen.
This morning, after a hearty breakfast with a view of the sea, we will drive over the headland in the direction of Hyeres. On a road closed to traffic, you cycle north. To our right is the large pool where we will see flamingos later. To our left is the sea with a long beach.
Ja, schöner Strand. Das sehen die Franzosen anders, Corinna.
There are a lot of cars and people who are just getting dressed in a parking lot today, Monday morning. When I asked, I found out that it was a group that did aqua jogging for morning exercise. From a distance, it looks as if they are taking a sip of wine after a successful activity. And then we see them standing in the shallow water, some flamingos and white herons. It's a beautiful sight. As I learned later, there's a former settlement of Greek seafarers here called Orbia, which was founded in the 4th century BC. A trading office is maintained with the port here. You can visit the remains of this complex, which was later taken over by the Romans. The medieval old town of Hyeres is well preserved. With its location on the slope of the Castu, it dominates the lower level and opens up a wide view of the sea and the offshore islands. Slowly but steadily, the road rises, and we reach a square with a medieval tower. It is a tower built by the Templars in the 12th century. In 1673, the Brotherhood of the Commanderie de Beaulieu took over the building. Until 1913, it served as the town hall. Today, it is a courthouse and also hosts changing exhibitions. The streets are pretty empty today on Monday at noon. There are only some locals at a fruit and vegetable shop. We go through the city gate of Massillon and find a huge, partially redesigned square in front of us. Some tourists are spending their lunch break here with a snack. St. Paul Abbey is just a few meters away.
Ob das der Eingang zu einer Kirche ist?
A strange entrance leads us into the very dark 12th to 13th century cathedral.
Nur kleine Schlitze ans Fenster und die Rosette im Hintergrund.
In the austere interior, we see collections of votive images and 2 reliquaries. Back in the city center, we cross a palm-lined boulevard with some beautifully restored houses. Back at our campsite, we take a walk to the Tour Fondue Fortress in the evening. The last tourist boats are just arriving here from the port of Porquerolles on the island of Hyeres. To the east of the peninsula is the Tour Fondue, built as a defensive structure in the 17th century and later remodeled. Its building complex includes accommodations and a powder store. The evening sun makes the fort and the rocky landscape in yellow gold, a sight you will really enjoy.
Was hast du?
Ich sagte Bürgerland mit Mehrblick.
Mehr Blick.
2 days later, meanwhile, we are at the campsite for the 4th day, and the Mistral sweeps powerfully over the island and the sea from the north. I went exploring and found a little trail that runs along the seafront just below. This is how these wildly romantic shots are created.